I don't think ABS-CBN was so determined and they were so sure to be able to get the records. Mr. Chair, the best evidence are the records.
Tama po ba yung pagkakaintindi po namin na gustong ipasalba ng mga Lopezes nung panahon pong iyon, nung 1973, yung ABS-CBN mula sa pagkakalugi? Tama po ba, Senator Enrile?
Tama yun. At nauna yan na-offer ng mga Lopezes sa gobyerno. Ang sumunod na offer nila yung tungkol sa
question. And are we interested in narratives or we are more interested on records? I think we already agreed yesterday that the narratives are okay, and for purposes of hearing them, I think we have two distinguished grand old men who would like to revisit the past. It's almost a good hearing time, Mr. Chair, but the records are indispensable because even the sworn statement of Attorney Almeida Lopez is all about arbitration. He started about agreements to arbitrate. 2 documents have been presented. But yesterday, when we were asking for records, I don't think ABS-CBN was so determined and they were so sure to be able to get the records. Mr. Chair, the best evidence are the records. We can hear all these narratives. For example, we talk about the loans in DBP. They're so persistent. About $600 million in the 70s. And when our peso was devalued, the government pays them because of the sovereign guarantee. But this is another record. Today, we are, I think, settling a particular statement sworn before us by Attorney Almeida Lopez. This representation yesterday demanded the submission of the records of the arbitration proceedings ordered and initiated by no less than the Office of the President. This is all recorded in his affidavit. The President was unflinching. She said, for the sake of total transparency, she suggested an arbitration committee where ABS-CBN will be given all the opportunity in this world to present their evidence. She even mentioned about Torrens titles and any proof of evidence for the claim of ABS-CBN, not only in Bohol Avenue, but also those that are cited in the other provinces. And I can almost memorize the statement that Malacanang wanted that the proceeding be made public, formal, and properly recorded. Mr. Chair, I think we gained our right to demand those records. I'd like to have a categorical answer from ABS-CBN, when will the records be submitted? Because there is no substitute for the arbitral award, Mr. Chair. They started with an agreement to arbitrate. I think we have all the reasons to believe that the arbitration was completed.
Mr. Chairman.
That is the only document, Mr. Chair, that we can rely upon in order to see once and for all whether the documents sought by the arbitration committee in presenting all the evidence of ownership were presented properly. The arbitral award will tell us all those proceedings, Mr. Chair. That is why
Yes,
there is no substitute for the best evidence.
Thank you,
the records themselves.
Deputy Speaker Marcoleta. Vice Chairman Defensor, you're now recognized.
Mr. Chairman, kagabi po na tanong po din ni Congressman Marcoleta yung punto pong yon tungkol doon sa ebidensya. Nais ko lang po unang bigyan ng pagsaludo at respeto si Attorney Jake Almeida, Senator Juan Ponce Enrile. Yung po lang kasing pagkikwentuhan nung ating po mga guest ngayong hapon, nagsimula po kasi doon sinabing may utang ang DBP at doon po nagpaliwanag si Attorney Almeida kung ano po yung pinanggalingan ng pagkakautang yun. Una po, nagpapasalamat ulit ako sa dalawa nating guest ngayon. At yun nga po binabanggit ng ating Honorable Marcoleta, batay na po doon sa pagkakaayos ng arbitration agreement, ano pong dokumento ang nagsasabi o nagpatunay na ito po'y kanila. Yun po ang hinahanap niya nung kagabi pa ho, nung tayo naghihiling. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, respects and salute to Attorney Almeida and Senator Juan Ponce Enrile. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Okay. Maraming salamat, Congressman Mike Defensor. Bago ko po kayo kilalanin, Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, ay ipapasagot ko lang po sa ABS-CBN muna kung kailan po ninyo mabibigay yung mga dokumentong hinahanap ni Congressman Marcoleta, sapagkat kayo po ay binigyan na ng direksyon na isubmit yung mga dokumento na hinahanap sa inyo bago po mag-umpisa ang hearing na ito. ABS-CBN.
Mr. Chair, before
Yes,
ABS-CBN,
Congressman Zarate.
point of information, Mr. Chair. Nabanggit ko na rin ito kahapon, and I think yung Secretary ng Board of Arbitration is on Zoom, no? Si Attorney
C.
no? And probably she's in the best position to also tell these joint committees kung ano ang nangyari sa proceedings na yon at saan na ang records ng proceedings na yon ng Board of Arbitrators.
Hearing suspended. ABS-CBN, kanina po ay may pending tayong katanungan kung kailan nyo may susumite yung minutes po ng arbitration court. At yung pwera po sa arbitration ruling ay yung minutes at yung procedures po ng arbitration court. Meron po ba kayong maibibigay na kasagutan, Mr. Carlo Katigbak?
Mr. Chair, I'd just like to request the committee to recognize that these documents are over 30 years old at nahirapan po kaming hanapin ang kumpletong proceedings. We will continue to exercise diligence to try and secure whatever documents we can find and submit it to the committee at the soonest time possible po.
Maraming salamat po, Attorney Katigbak. Sa madaling salita po ba, kung bibigyan namin kayo hanggang bukas, kasi bukas po yung unang napagkasunduan natin, hindi nyo pa maibibigay bukas?
Malamang hindi po.
Sige po.
Incidentally, I would like to tell you that I think it was about the middle of 1973 when Henny Lopez, the father of Gabi, asked a meeting with me, and we met at the coffee shop of Intercontinental Hotel here in Makati. And Henny Lopez said that they wanted the government to take over ABS-CBN and transfer the ownership and control of ABS-CBN because they could not service their loans. That was the situation. Now, but President Marcos rejected the offer. And because of that, it was, as I said, it was placed under the management and control of Bobby Benedicto. And I think Bobby Benedicto provided new equipment for the television organization of the Lopezes. And that was used throughout the period of martial law until I lifted the sequestration in February of 1986.
Tama po ba yung pagkakaintindi po namin na gustong ipasalba ng mga Lopezes nung panahon pong iyon, nung 1973, yung ABS-CBN mula sa pagkakalugi? Tama po ba, Senator Enrile?
Tama yun. At nauna yan na offer ng mga Lopezes sa gobyerno. Ang sumunod na offer nila yung tungkol sa Meralco. At yung record noon ay nasa isang report na ginawa ni Chairman Emilio Adelio ng Meralco noon at linagdaan din ni President Senen Gabaldon ng Meralco noon. Yung report na yon at hinihiling ni Don Eugenio Lopez na kunin na ng gobyerno yung Meralco sapagkat hindi nila kayang i-service yung kanilang mga loans noong mga panahon na yun.
Maraming salamat po, Senator Juan Ponce Enrile. Sa madaling salita po, pati yung Meralco ay pinasasalba rin po ng mga Lopez noong panahong iyon?
Yun ang sa katotohanan. Dahil nahihirapan sila na mabayaran. I think if I remember correctly, ang utang ng Meralco noon na hindi nila nahihirapan sila na bayaran is a little more than 100 million pesos.
Maraming salamat po, Senator Juan Ponce Enrile. Meron pa po bang nais magtanong kay Senator JPE? Yes, Congressman Remulla.
Magandang hapon po, Senator Enrile.
Magandang umaga, magandang hapon na Congressman Remulla. Waying, kumusta ka?
Okay naman po. Ito po ang aking katanungan kasi nagkaroon nga ng compromise agreement ang gobyerno at ang ABS-CBN sa korte upang mapawalang halaga na lahat ng mga issue tungkol sa gobyerno at ABS-CBN. Ngunit ang mahalaga po yung kasaysayan nga pinag-uusapan, totoo ba ho na malaki ang pagkakautang ng ABS-CBN at ng Meralco bago po dumating ang martial law?
Mukhang ganun nga sapagkat early on or ang negotiation ng mga Lopezes sa gobyerno ay nag-umpisa bago yata magdeklara ang martial law. Dahil nga hindi nila nasa-service yung kanilang mga utang sa mga bangko ng mga panahon na yun. Kung matutukan ninyo yung report ni Don Emilio Adelio at pinirmahan din ni President Senen Gabaldon ng Meralco. Ang may hawak nun ng Meralco nun ay mga Lopezes. Nandun lahat ang istorya at nandun lahat ang mga dokumento na kailangan ninyong mabasa.
At meron hong dumating na balita sa akin, may naghayag po sa akin, na bago ho dumating ang martial law, todo ho ang pagkakautang, sabi nga sa Ingles, highly leveraged na po ang ABS-CBN bago ho dumating ang martial law. Meron ho kayong alam sa bagay na ito?
Siguro makikita ninyo yan sa mga sa record ng ABS-CBN, ng Development Bank of the Philippines. At naka-record naman lahat ng mga transaksyon na yan, mga utang na yan. Nasa libro nila yan.
Sa ano ho ba, sa pagkakaalam nyo ba, sa settlement ho between the government of the Republic of the Philippines at ng Lopez family, pati ho yung pagkakautang nila ay wala na hong bagay at ito po lahat ay nakondone na ho ng gobyerno. Kasama ba ho ito sa naging usapan?
Hindi ko alam po yung usapan ng Tory government at ng mga Lopezes doon sa mga bagay na yan. Kasi nangyari yata yan noong pagkatapos ng 1986. Umalis ako sa kabinete ni Cory noong November of 1986. So wala na ako doon at nasa kabila na ako ng politika.
So ang best evidence po, kayo po ay isang ginagalang na abogado, ang pinakamagandang ebidensya po rito, yung records po ng DBP para magkaalaman sa mga katanungan ito, Mr. Senator.
The best evidence is always the books of record, financial records of the banks, the corporations, lahat yan. Makikita ninyo ito, hindi naman mabubura yun eh.
Maraming salamat po, Senator Enrile.
Salamat din po sa inyo.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Attorney Katigba.
I just want to make one clarification.
Sige po,
Narinig-
Senator Enrile.
Narinig ko kanina na sinabi ni Jake Almedo Lopez. Kasi kaibigan ko yan sapagkat magkasama kami sa law office ng papa ko nung bago pa lang siya naging abogado. Sinasabi niya na nandun sila sa ABS-CBN. Siguro nga nandun sila, pero ako ang nagpadala ng mga militar doon para isara yung ABS-CBN noon. Pati Channel 9, Channel 13. Kaya, kung nandun man sila, salamat. Pero sa totoo lang, kami ang nagpasara noon. Yung grupo ng mga sa rebel soldiers, nagpasara noon.